Welcome to another video at Premium Motors. This is what I'm going to do today. A 1965 Dodge Dart GT. So this car, as you can see, is dirty for starters. A good family friend contacted me about this car. Somebody they knew that is an elderly gentleman had this car for a very long time, and unfortunately it was time for him to sell it. So they reached out to me. It had been sitting a long time under his, I want to say, what, he had a deck off the back of his house that was kind of like a little carport area where he did some work and tools. But so it's filthy dirty. I don't know when the last time it has been washed. Some of the dust blew off on the toe back. The car does run and move under its own power. We are going to be, first thing we'll do, we'll wash it and clean it and vacuum it. So when we work on it, it is not as bad to touch everything and get your hands all dirty. Kind of like clean hands. It is a factory V8 273 car. I haven't cleaned out anything out of it. The interior is in decent shape. Bucket seat, console shift. Dash has got some wear on it. The dash pad's nice. The back seat's all dirty. The headliner's coming apart at a seam and stuff. It's old. This little tray here in this block of wood, he used to keep a space heater in it, in the tray, to try and keep the mold out and keep the car warm during the winters and all year round on colder nights. The doors do close good. You can see something leaked on it there. Car's actually pretty straight, and I don't see a terrible amount of rust. The floor pans are good and everything. I mean, you got a little tiny bit starting in certain spots. I think a couple little small places in the wheel wells, a couple little ones at the bottoms of the doors. But you can see this car is really dirty. Like I said before, it is factory red with a black top. That is correct. Black interior is correct. We'll open the hood. If I can find the little latch. Two latches on a Dodge. And there's the motor. You can see under the hood. Doesn't look like the car's ever been hit. I did decode the fender tag. It does decode as you represents. Red, black interior, black top, 273 automatic. It is a GT too by the VIN number. You know, a lot of grime and dirt built up over there, but that'll clean all up. Motor runs, but we're gonna give it a basic tune-up at least to start. Oil change, spark plugs, probably spark plug wires too. We've noticed the boots don't really clip onto the spark plugs, so we got to change that out. Fuel filter, the gas didn't smell like turpentine, which is nice, and the guys I bought it through told me he did go out and he didn't move it a lot, but he did change the oil and he would go run it and do all that stuff when it sat under his deck. But it does need some love, and we're going to help bring it back to a good, decent running driving car. You can see the tires are just shot. They're just all cracked out. But they're holding air. Little skinny 185 80 13s. Might be a harder tire to come across. A 185 80 13. So those are little dinky wheels. Does have the factory hubcaps. Looks like a paint can dropped and sprayed silver paint all over that wheel, but like I say, the tires are not very good, and we'll do our best to clean up the hubcap. But yeah, it's cool. It's got the GT logo. All the trim is there, and it's not in terrible shape. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not all dinged up. It's got some good patina going on. Just a nice entry-level car. if you're looking to get into like a classic little fun car to play around with. At least it's a GT with the V8. Slant sixes are a little more common, but I don't even know what the specs are on the V8. Probably not much better than the Slant 6, because those Slant 6 you can build up and have a lot of fun with. It's got stuff all over the paint. We'll buff that out. I'll do some videos. I'll take a little video and stuff after we wash it by hand and see what it looks like, and then I'll shoot another walk around video of it when we get to buffing it out and vacuuming out the interior. I'll take a little video after this, and you can let it hear. It sounds like a tractor. It's missing an exhaust donut or something. It does run and it moves under its own power, but it needs some love, and that's what we're here to do before we sell it. So as you can see, here's our shop. We're a little lower on inventory at the moment. We got a lot of projects in our shop. 70 Chevelle we're finishing up. 66 Chevelle's getting finished up. That's my 70 Chevelle convertible. That is waiting on interior because it's COVID and nobody has any white interior in stock. This is a nice go fast little 54 Chevy pickup with a 496 in it. That frame back there, that's another 70 Chevelle convertible. That's in the works. Past my boat here, there is another 70 coupe that's in the works. I do sell a couple late models here. Pathfinder, I got a Scion XB over there, Ford pickup, Lexus, nice little 51 Chevy panel, 72 Chevelle convertible. That is got lots of the GMA bodies. 71 El Camino, 72 Chevelle convertible. I don't know if I said one or two. It's a two. 55 T-Bird, Volkswagen Beetle, 2002 T-Bird, 73 Vet, big block, factory numbers 454 car. So there's a brief little things what's going on in the shop at the end of this video, and we'll get back to you in a little bit and probably run it all together maybe, and we'll clean this up and we'll see how she looks. Hello everyone, here's a little update on where we are. This is part 2 of the video of the 65 Dodge Dart that we went and rescued. So we have washed the car. You can see the paint is not very good still. I clay barred all the flat top surfaces to get some of the grit out so it's nice and smooth, and I have polished this black part. There's still scratches and stuff. I think it's under the paint or in the paint. Like I say, this is an old paint job that was on it, but you can see how that's shiny and that's dull. Good reference. So we are going to be finishing up buffing the car out and see if we get some shine in it. Like I said, it's a solid car. I'm having a hell of a time. Mopar world, it kind of sucks now. Finding an actual 13-inch tire that's not tiny. These are 185/80 13s, and I think they fit the car pretty good, but the only thing they sell in that size now is trailer tires. So I'm having to go to a 14 or a 15-inch wheel on the car because, like I said, these are really, really bad, cracked out, not safe to drive on tires. Still haven't fixed the exhaust leak that's in it, but what we did under the hood so far, we did a tune-up. We did plugs, wires, cap, rotor. We're running the carburetor. I might have to pull the carb to get it rebuilt. We'll see how it goes and how it runs whenever we get it up and going. It had a really cracked out old power steering hose, so we are in the process of getting a new hose. I just got it in, I got to put it on. The brakes seem to go okay. The tranny fluid was low, so we topped that off, but we haven't really moved it since we topped everything off because we're cleaning it. We kind of cleaned up and vacuumed the inside going around. So just an update of where you can see where the paint's getting, and I will do another update once I finish buffing out the rest of the car, and I'll probably hit the glass with the light glass polish too. I am using Griot's Garage car care products on the car because they're close, they're easy to get, and they work decent for not the best stuff on the world, but for average guys, average Joes, it's pretty decent. I did have to also replace the headlight switch, and now we have headlights and parking lights and all that stuff. We also pulled out, I was going to video it, but I forgot to. We put a new heater core in it, so there's a new heater core, because the other one we could smell coolant had a small leak in it, so we replaced that with a new heater core. And what else we're doing? I'm still looking for some beiges, but really right now, next big phase after the cleanup would be putting on, fixing the exhaust and wheels and tires, so we can make it runnable and drivable. I mean, it drives, but I don't know if these tires are going to last more than a couple blocks or miles, or they might last forever because they've been on there forever, and they used to make stuff better than they do today. This is kind of just in my back area of our shop. Like I kind of showed you before, there's a 70 Chevelle coupe that we're also doing in here. That's a big project where this is just trying to clean up and make it sellable. So I'll come back to you after I finish buffing it out, and I'll show you what the red paint looks like. Okay, it's been a couple days since I filmed the last part where I said I was going to buff it all out, and I might have showed some of it buffing the roof. I have finished now. I didn't work on it straight, but off and on over the last 3 days, I have now finished buffing the paint out. It came out shiny. It is still old paint. It is still old repaint. It's not original. It wasn't super high quality when it was done. It's single stage because the red kind of buffs off. I did not hit it because of that with the super hard compound. I mentioned that because I didn't want to really buff all of it out, but I got most of the oxidation off, so it's more presentable and shiny. I took off the emblems so I didn't get wax around them or get the buffer caught on them and all that jazz. As far as that goes, so it came out decent. I mean, like I said, I didn't put the hardest compound on it. I didn't put the greatest. I'm just using Griot's. I'm sure there's better stuff out there than that, but it is more presentable now. Also just used, actually, a product I really like from Griot's is their interior cleaner. So I just, you can still see it's a little damp there. Scrub the seats with their interior cleaner. It's not like it's a dressing. It really cleans the dirt and the stuff off. So I don't know if you can see that because of the glare of the sun. I'll try and shadow it with my hand. So kind of hit the seats pretty good. Lightly did the door panels. I'll let them dry, and I will come back to it. See, it does have a tear in the headliner. Sun glare from the window. Might be stuff. Oh, there's crap on my lens too. Let's just buff that real quick, wipe it off. Okay, there we go. So there's the progress. Next up on the list, I got rid of, can't get tires for the 13-inch wheels. So I found a set of old 14-inch Kragers, 14.6 for the front, 14.7 for the rear. I got to clean those up, polish them out, maybe scuff a little paint. They're supposed to be chrome, but some of the chrome's coming off. It's a pretty hard bolt pattern to get. It's 5 on 4. Not many cars had these, just these old Dodges, Mopars. So I got that. I got to mount some tires up, and next week I am going to get some exhaust work done so it doesn't sound like a tractor. It is running good, and I said earlier in the video we did heater core and the tune-up and all that jazz. So there's where we are for now. I will finish up this video, and after I get the wheels, tires mounted and the exhaust fixed and do a once over, get it up in the air, check on the brakes. I'll get it up on the air, I'll get a video of the underside. It is nice and solid. And we'll go for there. It's been kind of fun working on it so far. My hands hurt. It's part of the job. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.